Hey there, I'm Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. Today's reading is going to look at what message you need to hear right now. This will be a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this is the perfect time for you. And if you're new to these readings, I've pulled 4 cards that you can choose from. The one that you're feeling most drawn to will be the right reading for you. And I will put timestamps in the description so that you can jump to your reading. So let's have a look at the 4 cards. The first one is willpower. The second card is career. The third card is spirit guide. And the fourth card is dreams. So take a moment to feel into which card you are feeling most drawn to. It might be the word or the image or the colors of the card. Take as long as you need to decide, but just remember to use your intuition as to which card to choose. And because this is a general reading, there might be a lot of messages coming out, so please take what resonates from this reading. It should feel like a confirmation to what you already intuitively have been feeling. Also, if you are drawn to more than one card, that's totally okay. Feel free to watch whichever ones you're being called to watch, because there might be additional messages that are meant for you within that reading as well. Above all, trust your intuition to guide you. So when you're ready, you can find the timestamps in the description box and head over to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello to everyone who chose card number 1, which is willpower. So I love that this card, the woman is holding the world in her hand, but also connected to the moon, which to me signifies like connecting to your intuition and that kind of thing. So let's see what messages come through in your reading today. So we'll start with your tarot cards, and we have the moon. After I just said that about the moon and connecting with your intuition. Now, the moon in tarot can also signify like something that might be an illusion, like something that you might not be seeing clearly. You can see she's underwater. So you know how you're underwater, things look skewed through water. So sometimes you're not seeing something quite clearly, and you need to connect to your intuition in order to see the truth about the situation. So let's see what else we have here. Knight of Swords. That is about pursuing success, pursuing a goal, full force, like giving all your energy. So I can see how that could come up with willpower, that you are, moving straight towards this goal, putting all of your focus and energy towards it. Then we have the Hierophant, and this is about like connecting with source, and sort of, especially in this particular one, it's about like becoming your own guru and really following your own inner wisdom. Sometimes it's about like a spiritual awakening or building a spiritual practice and that kind of thing. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is a card about the painful endings. There's a lot of sadness and loss sometimes in this card. Sometimes it can be about somebody like stabbing you in the back, and just a painful ending. So there's a few different ways that you can interpret these cards, and based on what I've said, you might be interpreting them in a specific way that makes sense for you. So if that's the case, always follow your intuition there. What I'm feeling from this is that you might be going full steam ahead towards a goal that might not be entirely right for you, that maybe you're not seeing the full picture of, and that you might need to reconnect with your intuition, really focus in on your inner voice to get some clarity around what it is that you're not seeing, so that it doesn't end in a disappointment or, that something might happen unexpectedly. So it could be that something you're not seeing is that there's someone in this situation that isn't what you think, but it could be the situation itself isn't quite what you think. Now I do feel like, there's some really positive stuff happening here. So I feel like there's like a tweak that needs to happen. Like you need to reevaluate the goal that you're chasing. And maybe you're feeling like you don't have enough willpower to actually keep chasing it. And I would, invite you to ask yourself if maybe it's not that you don't have enough willpower, maybe something inside you is telling you that it's not the right direction, or that, something needs to change within that situation, or that there's something that you're not seeing. And that your intuition might be able to clarify that for you so that you can avoid a negative outcome with that situation. So let's have a look at a couple more cards here. Whoops, and one just fell out, and this one wants to come out too. Okay. So the intuition card just fell out, which is, not a surprise considering what we were just talking about, and how, there's intuition built into a lot of these cards here, that I think it's important to take a step back and see what is that inner voice trying to tell you. Like, what is your inner voice trying to tell you? What is your heart trying to tell you? That might be a hint at what's not quite right about the situation. And it might be somebody that is not what, who they seem, or it might be the situation itself. And then we have accelerated motion, which is actually a great forward movement card, and kind of reminds me of the Knight of Swords in terms of a lot of focus and dedication and, willpower being used to move towards something. But you'll notice in this particular card, she looks a lot more focused, a lot more connected, like she's, moving towards almost her own North Star instead of just moving to any old goal. So I think that what you're going to find is that your willpower will be there if you feel more in alignment with your goal. So there's something off about the goal right now, or the action or the direction that you're taking. But if you're able to tune in and figure out what your actual true North Star situation is, like what that goal is that feels more in alignment, then I think things are again going to pick up speed, and you're going to find that willpower that you thought you didn't have. So let's have a look at one more card from the Moonology deck. Oh, kind of felt like this one wanted to come out, so let's go with it. Expect powerful change. Okay, perfect. So that is definitely the feeling that I got with this accelerated motion card, that things will change. And I think things would change quite quickly for you if you reevaluate and just shift or change whatever it is that's not in alignment. So alignment is key right now. Even this is making me think of alignment, connection to source, connection to your higher self, and that shift in direction is going to create really powerful and speedy change for you. So I hope that this reading was helpful. If it was, I would love if you gave this reading a thumbs up and subscribed, because I would love to see you again soon in another reading. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 2, which was career. So I am assuming if you resonated with this card that you were looking for messages around your career. So let's see what comes up in your reading. Let's start with your tarot cards, and we have the Emperor. So that's a really strong one to start off with when it comes to career, because the Emperor is very focused, very driven, very strategic. He is building an empire. So he is really working hard and getting everything that he wants, creating the life that he wants. So off to a good start there. Let's see what else we have. 4 of Wands. This is about celebration It's about sometimes like the completion of a project or an accomplishment or a goal, and celebrating that. It can also have to do with like community and kinship and friendship, and finding a really good environment. We have the Page of Pentacles, which usually is about some sort of new beginning, a new direction, a new path, might be a shift in your career. It could also speak to training, like going back to school, and I don't feel like it's a dramatic shift. I feel like more like it might be some additional training that you're thinking about taking to just shift the direction of your growth, but some sort of new beginning in your career. And that it will take some balance, it will take some focus, but that you absolutely have the power to manifest whatever change it is. And with, the cards that we have so far, I feel like you can take all of the experience and knowledge that you've gained and shift it into this new direction and really make use of it. And then we have the Five of Wands. Okay, and this is about like competition. Let's take a closer look. You can almost see people are like climbing over each other to try to reach the top. So it could be that you are feeling a sense of that in your career right now, or that you're concerned that the new direction that you want to head might have too much competition or be too cutthroat. It could also be that you're feeling like you've been almost, part of this rat race in order to try to build your empire. Like you are there, you're trying to like climb over all of these people and all of this competition so that you can create what you want. And what I'm getting from this, especially with these two being side by side, is that you don't have to participate in that kind of competition. You can really focus on your own direction. I think there's going to be something unique that you are going to offer that's going to be slightly different than what other people offer. So that's going to kind of eliminate some of that competition. I also feel like because, there's that sense of balance in this card, like this person is balancing on one foot. They're very like grounded and centered. And so I feel like that's the energy that you need to take into whatever this, new shift is, being really grounded and focused and, focused on your own stuff. And then you're not going to have to worry so much about this. I also get, because of this Four of Wands, a sense of community over competition. So focusing on how you can support and lift up others, and that's going to benefit you if you're feeling like you're in a situation that has too much competition. Let's see what else we have. And we have passion ignited. Okay, so whatever this new direction is, I feel like it's definitely something that you feel more passionate about. It might be just a shift in your career or in the path that you're taking, or a shift that's going to, better utilize your skills, but something that really lights you up, something that you're really excited about and passionate about. And we have intuition. Okay. So if you're not sure exactly what that next thing is, or how to implement or anything like that, check in with your intuition. Your intuition is strengthened right now by following what you're passionate at. That almost automatically helps your intuition because you feel more in alignment. So I definitely get the sense that you're being guided right now to make some shifts that are going to feel more in alignment with who you are and that are going to bring you more success. And I almost feel like I'm just looking at this career card again, and it almost has this like protection around the tree and a rainbow there, and there's butterflies. So I get this sense that you're growing into your career, like you've got strong roots, you're putting down strong roots and you're growing. And as you're growing, there's like new branches that are coming out of the tree, and those are helping you to discover like the things that you're really strong at and the areas that, you can pursue. And so, yeah, I definitely just feel a lot of positive growth and a lot of positive energy with the changes that you're going to be making in your career. Let's have a look at one more card from the Moonology deck. Emotions are running high. Okay, and I get a sense that that's probably from this situation here that we talked about with the Five of Wands, that it might feel like you're trying to climb a mountain, or like you're on this treadmill that you can't get off of, or that there's too much competition. So just know that although that feels like a really big obstacle right now, a lot of it is stuff that you've built up in your own mind as being really difficult, when it's definitely not something that you can't overcome. You have all of the strength here to overcome that, to find the direction that's going to be right for you so that you don't have to experience that anymore. And I'm looking at like the Emperor here, and look at how relaxed he looks. Like, look at how relaxed he looks in this card. He's not stressed. He's not worried about, how to create his empire. He's focused and he's dedicated and putting his attention into the most important tasks. He's not distracted by what else is going on around him. This light is kind of, again, reminding me of like your intuition coming through, and that is really helping to guide you as you create this strong foundation. And I also just want to say, to wrap up this reading, because I keep coming back to this Four of Wands, because I don't think we talk about it a lot, but don't forget to celebrate your successes along the way. Don't forget to find comfort in people who are on the same path as you. Find support. That idea, again, of community over competition. How can you bring that to whatever it is that you're creating, and bring more joy, bring more excitement, and more support from the people that you're working with, or even just your friends. Like, maybe you just need to escape some of the madness by going out and having fun, and just forgetting about all that for a little bit and then coming back to it. So you will know intuitively how that Four of Wands energy fits in your own personal life. So take that message how it resonates. But yeah, that is what I have for you today. I hope that this reading was helpful. And if you enjoyed it, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed to my channel, because I would love to see you again soon in another reading. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 3, which was Spirit Guide. So let's see what your Spirit Guides have to say in terms of a message for you today. We'll start with your tarot cards, and we have the Five of Swords. So this can be some kind of loss or disappointment, or what you might perceive as failure, and that, your confidence really took a hit. So something has probably just recently happened that has left you kind of feeling out of sorts. Like, maybe you're questioning whether you can handle this situation, or things didn't turn out the way that you expected. We have the Six of Cups next, which is a card that speaks to like nostalgia about the past. So perhaps whatever has happened has you thinking about the past. And I can kind of see this in a couple of ways. It might be that whatever you just experienced has you thinking about the past in terms of how much better things were back then, and maybe comparing that to now and thinking, I wish I was back then when things were, better or happier or whatever. But it could also be suggesting that something has happened in the present that has brought up issues from the past that need healing. Perhaps something to do with your inner child, and like this has kind of triggered this wound that needs to heal in you. So let's see what else we have here. Seven of Pentacles. So this is about tending to the seeds that you're growing, or that you've planted, sorry. This can often come up when you feel like you've been doing a lot of work but not see you're not seeing the results yet. And it can be kind of frustrating because you feel like you're, continually doing work and putting time and effort into it and you're not seeing results. But this is like right before you see the results. So you're nearly there. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, amazing. So success will be yours, absolutely. The Queen of Pentacles is, she has experienced abundance and success for sure. She has experienced wealth in all of the different ways, and abundance in all of the different ways that you can, whether it's financial wealth that you want, or whether it's wealth in terms of relationships or your environment, or different things in your life that you might be craving. You can see in this Queen of Pentacles image, it's a beautiful card, and she is so grounded and connected. You can see her connection to Mother Earth and nature, and just like such a kind of calm, positive energy coming from her. So this is suggesting to me that, first of all, success is on your way. Whatever you have been working on, whatever seeds you've planted and that you've been tending to, you will see success from that. The other thing that is coming to mind for me here with this Queen of Pentacles energy is that perhaps what you need to shift and to heal from this situation is grounding, nature, connection with yourself, putting that focus onto the things that you want to grow, not the things that you've lost. So allowing the past to be in the past, focusing instead on this new life that you are trying to grow for yourself, putting your energy into that and your focus into that and your dedication into that. And it's not necessarily going to be quick or easy. I'm not saying that at all, but that it's going to be rewarding, and you're going to come away. Both of these cards have a very calm feeling to them. The yellow here is making me think of confidence. So getting your confidence back, feeling like you're on the right path again, feeling grounded. It might help to do some things that make you feel grounded, whether that is, meditation or getting outside, like going for a walk or a hike. It might also be like the foods that you eat. So pay attention to the things that help you to feel grounded, whatever that means for you. So let's have a look at a couple more cards. Recognition and reward. So recognition is on the way. Perhaps whatever situation you had that left you feeling defeated might not be what you think. There might actually be people who do see the hard work that you're putting in, and that reward will come. And I do feel like that reward will come with time and effort anyways. And destiny. Okay, wow. And this is the Wheel of Fortune card in traditional tarot. So this is telling me that whatever it is that you're working on and whatever situations have happened are really to kind of help line you up for whatever it is that you're destined to do. That's part of your life purpose. So this is feeling a lot like confirmation from your spirit guides that everything is how it's meant to be. Even the painful stuff, sometimes as difficult as it is what almost acts like a catalyst to help you, change directions or take the time that you need or do the things that you need to do to step into the role that you're really meant to take in this lifetime. And that things are going to be changing for you. Things are going to be lining up. New opportunities are going to be coming. And if you look at this particular destiny card, you can see that she's really centered in her heart space. We have the pink and the green here. So she's really coming from a heart-centered place. And I also feel like there's healing energy happening here as well. So I do think that there is some piece of you or some part of this, journey that requires healing. So let's have a look at one more card from the Moonology deck for any last wisdom from your spirit guides. And we have believe in the impossible, which is a beautiful message to end this reading with. Another message from your spirit guides to really believe in the future that you want to create and believe in the things that you are trying to grow in your life right now. Believe that you're capable. Believe that you have that strength within you to be able to create whatever it is that you want. So beautiful reading for you here today. I hope that it was helpful. If you enjoyed it, I would love if you gave this reading a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that I can see you again in another reading very soon. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 4, which was Dreams. So a really interesting card, and I am curious to know how this is going to play into your reading. So let's start with your tarot cards. We have the 10 of Swords. This can be about endings, difficult endings, potentially betrayals, grieving and loss, and the need to start in a new direction. You can see that this is sort of after something has happened, after a period of grief, when she's sort of pointing towards the new direction. She's ready to start taking some steps. She's been through a lot of healing and grief over whatever it is that happened. So let's see what else we have here. We have the Hierophant. So this is about reconnecting to source, reconnecting to your higher self, stepping into being the guru of your own life. So not necessarily following everyone else or following the crowd, but instead aligning yourself with your own truth, connecting with your intuition, possibly, starting a spiritual practice or sometimes having a spiritual awakening. So it's possible that whatever you've been through that was really challenging has awakened something within you, perhaps has made you want to change paths or connect to a higher source or connect to something that feels more authentic to you. Let's see what else we have here. The Page of Pentacles. So this often speaks to a new beginning. It can speak to taking time to learn something new. So perhaps a change of career, but it could just be some other sort of new beginning. This card also speaks to having balance in your life, feeling really grounded and centered. So that's an interesting contrast sort of to Dreams, where, Dreams has this sort of intuitive feel and not not very grounded, right? So it could be that the message here for you is to find some grounding in order to pursue your dreams. It could also be that your dreams are just important at this time, that there's messages in your dreams. And our last card is the 10 of Pentacles. So that's a really beautiful card. You can see it's a card just full of happiness and joy, abundance in all forms. So a good, strong foundation, security, finances, family life, happiness, friendship, all of that is present in this card. Just an all-around happy, beautiful card. So I feel like what you are dreaming about, or what you are dreaming for yourself in your life, there's definitely a lot of potential for that. And to me, the key here is, perhaps there's healing that still needs to be done, something that needs to be overcome. And it looks like connecting to your inner truth, really solidifying yourself. Perhaps there's a practice that you need to start, whether it's meditation, journaling, some sort of intuitive practice, energy healing, something like that, that's going to really help connect you. You can see that in this card, he is sitting almost in meditation, but with a lot of joy. Like, look, his face is just full of joy and like connection to this higher self. And so I feel like that is going to help you. There's grounding again here. So something that's going to help ground you and bring you some of that confidence. And I think the message also might be like to ground your dreams through action. Because like I said, this is about, new beginnings and taking steps and starting something. It might require some additional learning, that kind of thing, in order to create this beautiful ending. Let's have a look at a couple more cards. Oops. Okay, we have rest and rejuvenate. So, and this is sort of right under the 10 of Swords. So it could be that you still require some time to heal, and that escaping into nature or something that will reconnect you with the earth, with nature. And again, I feel that grounding sensation because he's sitting on the ground, almost in meditation in the forest. So to me, that feels like that is going to be really healing to you. Let's have a look at another one here. Heart chakra. Okay, so again, with the healing, look at how much green as well. Feeling centered, feeling like heart-centered, like you're taking action from your heart. So I sort of see both messages in there: healing your heart from whatever it is that happened, but also taking action from a heart-centered place. And I feel like that kind of healing is going to lead to a lot of joy in your life. And that there's probably some steps that you need to take in order to achieve that. But I feel like you're going to intuitively know what that is because your connection is really strengthening. Let's have a look at one last card here from the Moonology deck. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay, so there's that message of balance yet again. So I'm sure that this will resonate for you in one form or another. It could be that you have been more on the spiritual side, like more, dreaming about things and thinking about what you want and fantasizing about what you want and not grounding that in reality. That was kind of a theme that I was feeling here. But I also think the flip side can be true. Like if you are spending too much time trying to be practical and only focusing on, what steps you think you should take, I also, feel like there's a message here to pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your heart, find a way to connect with your intuition, because the steps that you might need to take may not be logical in terms of what you would think to do or what society might tell you should do. I feel like there's an element of like something mystical here with the dreams card and the heart chakra and the Hierophant, that something is coming to you either in dreams or through your intuition, and that is going to guide you to whatever next steps you need to take to create the kind of abundance in your life that you're looking for. So that's what I have for you, group number 4. I hope that this makes sense. I hope that it resonated with you and that you enjoyed this reading. If it did, I would love if you gave this reading a thumbs up and left me a comment, and maybe subscribe to my channel so that I can see you again soon in another reading. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.